Marty has re-signed with Ring of Honor, and he's also taken over as lead booker. Hunter Delirious is still going to be in the creative team, I suppose, but he's going to be the filler man to Marty's big ideas by the sounds of it. And within 3 days of this happening, we've got a Supercard of Honor show announced. We've got a lot of big news coming out of Ring of Honor. Probably best, as I say, starting with the news that relationship with New Japan seems to be blossoming again. One wonders if it all went quiet on that front due to any relationship with Hunter, meaning Delirious, or the bad press that was all over ROH about their working practices when Joey Mercury left. But either way, he seems to have worked something out, because you're looking at the likes of Will Ospreay coming over. Jay White has been signed for the Supercard of Honor. And I can't... Who was the other ones off the top of my head?
That lad with the kangaroos?
No, he's there anyway. He's full-time. The lad with the kangaroos. Slez, isn't it? Do you know what? I haven't even seen him work, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they've got a big announcement coming on Friday, Danny, haven't they, regarding Supercard of Honor? And I've put on Twitter, I'm wondering, we know that Tanahashi is in Tampa. He's been announced about Lionsgate show. It wouldn't surprise me if you had Tanahashi being the big announcement on Friday. Because if you're thinking about it, it's probably, without the hyping it up, it's going to be bigger than, say, Ospreay and Jay White. So it's either going to be, you think, a huge Ring of Honor title match, or a star that's bigger than Will Ospreay and Jay White. So imagine if he got Okada in, I would seriously have to... I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd have to ditch NXT. If they said Okada was in, imagine if they announced that they're doing a Ring of Honor and New Japan are on the card as well. Because it does seem weird, a lot of these New Japan talents, all of a sudden this week, on the week they announced Supercard of Honor, have been announced for your WrestleCons, for the Lionsgate show, Shingo's on Pancakes and Pile Drivers.
I think that could be the big announcement. Shingo being announced for it, because I'd love to. I don't know. I mean, you're going into this the Supercard of Honor, and you've got a champion who, although is popular to a degree, PCO's insane. I certainly don't think he's a world champion. So you'd think the next move would be to put the belt on somebody that's going to hold it for a while, or is going to be a big name for Marty Scurll to come in and to take that title from. But then we've got to look at this again and say, is Marty, now he's lead booker, going to put himself in a position where he puts himself in as the man? It's not an easy thing to do, is it?
No, but I think, Danny, I think Marty should learn from the mistakes, you could say, the minor mistakes AEW have made. Everybody, if the Young Bucks, if Kenny Omega had booked themselves super strong, had themselves winning every match, everybody would have complained, right? But because they've done the complete opposite, guess what? Everybody's still complaining about it. Oh, they should have had Omega being strong, Young Bucks, the stars. At the end of the day, Marty Scurll, I think he's sensible enough that he can only benefit Ring of Honor by being their champion. As let's be honest, he's probably the most well-known wrestler that they've got in the company. As we found out now, he's the most well-paid wrestler they've got with the company. He's 31 years old. He should be the Ring of Honor world champion and get that belt. Look what he did with I remember his run with the Progress belt. He was I know, like, he was a shitbag chicken heel, but he was still a great champion at Progress. And I think they should let the mistake they made last year at Supercard of Honor, as everybody said, was putting the belt on Matt Taven. Right the wrongs. If you put Marty Scurll as the champion, more people are going to be interested in watching the Ring of Honor show. So forget who's booking, do you know what I mean, who's booking things. I'm hoping they go with Marty as champion, but whether they will is another thing. What would you like? You're more Ring of Honor than me.
Well, I'm just looking, and the base is there. to build a fantastic promotion on. You think of, well, PCO is the world champion, but you look down that roster and you think Dragon Lee is the world TV champion. The tag champs, an amazing team of Gresham and Jay Lethal. It brings something a little bit different to tag team wrestling. You've got Bandido, Flamita, Brody King. There's so many, talented guys who are, and then you've got like the garnish to it. I know Jeff Cobb is out of his exclusivity contract, but he's again being announced for Supercard of Honor, so you'll think he'll be making in and out going. You've got young guys like Josh Woods, Joe Hendry actually making a bit of a splash. Haskins is also there, and he's looking a lot fresher, as we've said before, than he has done on the British scene. Like him or loathe him, he's got Matt Taven and Rush, who I can never say the name properly, I can never pronounce it properly. And then you've got people like Silas Young, Shane Taylor, and Tracy Williams, and the other TK O'Ryan and Vincent from the Kingdom. And you've got, if you add into that the New Japan roster, where they can come in and maybe do a couple of weeks here or a couple of months there, or be involved in this storyline on television, then you've really got a fucking strong foundation to build on. So I'm hoping to see. I've talked before every show. I've been on the last 3 shows, I think, about co-promoting. So this for me is a fantastic thing. You also know that as lead booker, Marty Scurll has a fantastic relationship with everyone from AEW. There's the possibility this opens up another thing, another avenue, another special thing we might see, maybe towards the end of this year, maybe next year. You don't know, but things are getting a lot closer together outside of the WWE. So I think we've got a lot to look forward to. I would like to see Marty Scurll as world champion, because I totally agree with you that he is a very strong champion. I'd prefer to see him as a heel, but and I mean a proper heel, not the villain as he's been playing. But yeah, I'd like to see that, and I'd like to see the rebuilding of the tag division as well.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I would just add in my head then, as you're saying that as a heel, you could have him win the belt as a babyface, yeah, and do what CM Punk did, pick up the microphone after the match, turn on the crowd or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like you say, more before we start like getting carried away about a relationship with AEW, whatever. You just read out that roster, yeah, and although to me the Ring of Honor product is cold, I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not interested in it at all. But the roster that they've got, they could potentially make people like me interested in it. There's some great wrestlers on there. Do you know what I mean? Dragon Lee, you've got Bandido. These are like some of the hottest acts about. So you could easily do, I'm thinking about, you could have Bandido and Flamita versus Dragon Lee and potentially borrow Hiromu from New Japan, because Hiromu and Dragon Lee have been known to team up. So you imagine Hiromu and Dragon Lee against Bandido and Flamita. You'd be getting to see some people would tune in to watch those matches. But what I think they need to do, Danny, is like, I know like you like him or whatever, but you've got like the Matt Taven, the people that I associate with the Ring of Honor, the stale Ring of Honor, he likes of Matt Taven, the Kingdom, people that I know that you like, and I know you watch more than me, so you probably have more of a better opinion. But for people, if I see people like that in matches, I'm thinking, I'm not really too bothered about that. So I think they need, I'm not saying get them off the card, but just have the cards more concentrated on the people who are sort of, I don't know, internet darlings, to steal it off CM Punk. But yeah, at least, Danny, there's a bit of optimism going into the new year.
There is. I'm just looking at this Slex, who was supposed to be absolutely fantastic. Said if you won't believe him until you see him and all this kind of stuff. He's going in against Flip Gordon at this free enterprise show. You've also got Bandido and Flamita versus the Briscoes. What a match that's going to be. Yeah. And then aside from all this, you've got Ray Horus as well. I forgot to mention him. He's facing up against Brody King. There's the, as you say, the product's cold, but the foundation there is ready. It can be ready to explode with the right, with the right direction. So I totally do that.